Welcome to the AdExpert Podcast, where we really try to unpack the world of online marketing. Today, we're taking a deep dive into something super important for small businesses: how to get your website noticed by search engines.
Yeah, it's foundational stuff.
We've looked at a lot of expert advice on SEO best practices, focusing specifically on what works for, small business websites. Our mission today: to pull out the most important, actionable steps you can actually use to boost your visibility online and hopefully connect with more customers.
It really is crucial. Think about it. When most people need a local service or even a product, where do they go?
Straight to Google or another search engine, yeah.
Exactly. So for a small business, being easy to find there isn't just a nice bonus. It's often like the main engine for growth.
Right. And that brings us to SEO, search engine optimization. For a small business owner, this shouldn't feel like some super technical jargon.
No, not at all.
It's really about making sure your website pops up higher in those Google search results, the ones that actually matter for your business.
Yeah, if you're, say, a local plumber, you don't want to be stuck on page 5 when someone searches emergency plumber near me. You need to be visible.
Exactly. Higher rankings mean more organic traffic.
And that's the good stuff. Organic traffic is visitors who find you naturally through search, not because you paid for an ad click.
And those visitors are often, pretty motivated, right? They're actively looking for what you offer.
Highly motivated. They often have a higher intent to purchase or contact you.
Okay, so we get it. SEO is important. But if you're running a small business, you're busy. Where do you even begin?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Our sources all seem to point to the same starting line: understanding what your potential customers are actually searching for. How do we figure that out?
It all starts with keyword research. Fundamentally, it's about putting yourself in your customer's shoes. What words, what phrases would they use if they were looking for your specific services or products?
So it's not just guessing.
Not at all. If you run like a custom cake shop in Denver, you're not just targeting cakes. That's way too broad.
Right, you'd want something more specific, like custom birthday cakes Denver or wedding cakes Denver downtown.
Precisely. You focus on search terms directly related to what you offer. It's not about chasing the biggest volume keywords necessarily, but the right keywords, the ones that signal someone needs exactly what you do.
Okay, that makes sense. Find the relevant terms.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a balancing act. You want keywords people are searching for, so decent search volume, but also ones where the competition isn't, impossible for a small business.
So you probably can't beat a huge national chain for a very general term.
Probably not right away, no. You
Yeah.
won't outrank, say, Home Depot for a hardware store, but you might absolutely dominate for independent hardware store, your neighborhood, or specialty plumbing parts of your city.
Gotcha. Finding that niche. So how do you find these keywords? Are there tools?
Definitely. Google Search Console is a great place to start, and it's free. It actually shows you some of the search terms people are already using to find your site, which can be really insightful.
Oh, cool. So you can see what's maybe working already, even by accident.
Kinda, yeah. It gives you clues. Then there are more advanced paid tools, too, that let you do deeper competitor research and find loads more keyword ideas.
Okay, so step 1, keyword research. You've got your list. Now, what do you do with them? Just cram them onto your pages. I've heard that's bad.
Oh yeah, very bad. That's called keyword stuffing. And search engines like Google really don't like it. It looks unnatural.
So what's the right way?
The key is natural integration. Weave them into your content where it makes sense for a human reader. Think strategically. Page titles as like the main headline for each page you see in search results. Super important. Put your main keyword there.
Okay.
Headers within your text, like H1s, H2s, they help structure the content and signal topics. Use keywords there too, naturally.
And the main body text.
Absolutely. Your main paragraph should naturally incorporate relevant terms. And don't forget, meta descriptions, those little snippets under the title in search results, they matter too.
So it's about being relevant and readable, not just robotic.
Exactly. Think user first, always.
Our sources also mention short tail versus long tail keywords. Can you break that down simply?
Sure. Short tail are broad terms, usually 1 or 2 words like shoes or digital marketing, high volume, tons of competition.
Okay.
Long tail keywords are longer, more specific phrases like women's waterproof hiking boots size 8 or affordable SEO services for small restaurants.
Much more specific.
Right. Lower search volume for each individual phrase, usually, but way less competition. And the person searching, they know exactly what they want.
So they're probably more likely to convert to actually buy something or contact you.
Often, yes. The intent is much clearer. Someone searching that long phrase is much further down the buying funnel.
Makes sense. It's easier for a small business to rank for those specific long-tail terms too, I imagine.
Definitely. It's a smart strategy to focus on them, find those specific needs, and be the answer.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about that first impression in the search results themselves. Page titles and meta descriptions seem crucial here.
They're your shop window, basically. Your first and maybe only chance to grab someone's attention on that crowded search results page.
So they need to be compelling.
Absolutely. The page title is the clickable headline. The meta description is the short ad copy underneath. They need to convince the searcher, click here, this is the best result for you.
What makes a good one? What are the key elements?
Uniqueness is key. Every page needs its own specific title tag. It should clearly state the page topic and include that primary keyword, ideally near the beginning. Keep it concise, though.
And the meta description.
Keep it under about 160 characters, roughly. Summarize the page's value proposition, what will the user find, and definitely include a call to action.
Like learn more or shop now.
Exactly. Or get a free quote, contact us today, read our guide, tell people what the next step is.
And getting those clicks, that click-through rate or CTR, that actually helps your ranking too, doesn't it?
It does. A higher CTR signals to Google that your result is relevant and useful for that search term. If people are choosing your link over others, Google notices and might boost your ranking over time. It's a positive feedback loop.
Okay, so you've got the click. Great. Now, the experience on your actual website needs to deliver user experience and site structure.
Why does Google care so much?
Because Google cares about its users. Its whole goal is to give people the best, most helpful answers. If your site is a nightmare to use, slow, confusing, broken on mobile mole, people leave immediately.
Yeah, bounce rate thing.
Exactly. High bounce rate, bad user experience, negative signal to Google. They want to send users to sites that work well and provide value.
So what makes a site user-friendly from an SEO standpoint? What should small businesses focus on?
Well, navigation first.
Yeah.
Is it easy to find stuff? Menus should be clear, logical. Use simple labels.
Makes sense. Content readability. Break up big walls of text. Use headings, subheadings, short paragraphs, maybe bullet points, especially for mobile users.
Right. Reading huge blocks of text on a phone is tough.
Internal linking is important too. Linking relevant pages within your own site helps users explore, and it helps search engines understand how your content connects and what's most important.
Okay. What else?
Images. Optimize them. Compress the file so they load fast, and use descriptive alt tags. Alt tags help visually impaired users and tell search engines what the image is about.
And site speed. You mentioned that. How fast is fast enough?
The benchmark people often quote is under 3 seconds, ideally faster. Every second counts.
Wow. Okay. Why is speed so critical?
Because people are impatient online. Slow sites kill conversions and, like we said, send that negative signal to Google via high bounce rates.
So how do you speed things up? Optimize images. What else?
You can use things like browser caching, minimize bulky code or unnecessary plugins if you're using something like WordPress, and consider Content Delivery Network or CDN.
A CDN? What's that?
It basically stores copies of your website files on servers around the world, so when someone visits your site, the data travels a shorter distance, making it load faster for them.
Clever. And mobile friendliness, is that still a huge deal?
Absolutely non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Over half of web traffic is mobile now, and Google uses mobile-first indexing, meaning Google primarily looks at your mobile site to decide how to rank you in all search results, even desktop.
Yeah.
If your site isn't responsive, meaning it doesn't adapt well to different screen sizes, you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Okay, so smooth experience, fast loading, mobile ready. Got it. Now let's talk content. What people actually read or watch on the site. How important is that for SEO?
Oh, it's huge. Content is king, queen, and the whole royal court, really. It's the foundation of a sustainable long-term SEO strategy.
Why is that?
Because high-quality, informative content is what attracts visitors, keeps them engaged, answers their questions, and demonstrates your expertise. It gives Google something valuable to rank.
So things like blog posts, how-to guides, detailed service pages.
Exactly. Focus on topics that genuinely help your audience solve their problems or answer their questions related to your industry or services.
And should each piece of content have like a specific job to do?
Ideally, yes. Each piece should target a specific keyword or a related cluster of keywords. Structure it well, use those headings, maybe lists, clear calls to action. Crucially, it needs to align with user intent. What was the person really looking for when they searched? If your content delivers that, they'll stick around longer.
Lower bounce rate, more time on site, signals Google likes.
Precisely. Plus, great content builds trust. It positions your business as an authority, someone reliable in your field.
No, for businesses serving a specific geographical area, local SEO comes up a lot. Why is that different or special?
If you depend on local customers, like a restaurant, a dentist, a local retail shop, a service area business like a plumber, local SEO is absolutely vital.
Because you need people nearby to find you.
Exactly. It's about optimizing your online presence.
Yes.
So when someone in your town or neighborhood searches for pizza near me or best account in your city, you show up prominently, often in that map pack section.
The map results. Okay, so what are the must-dos for local SEO?
Number 1, Google Business Profile. Claim it, verify it, fill it out completely and accurately, keep it updated. That's your ticket to appearing in maps and local results.
Okay, Google Business Profile. What else?
Consistency with your in-app details. That's name, address, phone number. Make sure it's identical everywhere online, your website, directories like Yelp, industry-specific sites, everywhere. Inconsistencies confuse Google.
Got it. NIP, consistency.
Encourage reviews, especially Google reviews. Good reviews build trust and boost your visibility. Respond to them too, good and bad.
Reviews matter a lot, huh?
They really do. Also, use local keywords naturally in your website content. Mention your city, neighborhood, service areas, plumbers serving City A and City B.
And maybe put a map on the contact page.
Good idea. Embedding a Google map helps users and signals your location clearly.
So local SEO connects you directly with those high-value nearby customers.
Absolutely. It drives foot traffic, phone calls, local leads. It's essential.
Okay, so we've done keyword research, optimized titles, improved UX, created content, maybe focused on local. How do we know if any of this is actually working?
That's where monitoring comes in. And again, Google Search Console is your friend here.
What does it show you?
So much useful stuff. It shows you which search queries are actually bringing people to your site. You can see your average position in the search results for different keywords.
So you can track if you're moving up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It also flags technical issues like pages Google couldn't crawl, mobile usability problems, or security issues. It's like a health check directly from Google.
Sounds indispensable.
It really is. You should be checking it regularly, see what's driving traffic, identify pages that might need more optimization, find broken links. It gives you the data to make informed decisions.
Does it show that click-through rate stuff too?
Yep. Impressions, how many times your site appeared in results and clicks, and your CPR. So you can see if changes to your titles or descriptions are actually improving how many people click through.
Okay, so monitoring is key to refining things. Now, a recurring theme seems to be that SEO isn't just a one-and-done task.
Definitely not. It's an ongoing process. Think of it like tending a garden, not building a house. You have to keep weeding, watering, planting new things.
So consistency is key. What does that look like practically for a small business owner?
It means things like periodically reviewing and updating older content. Is it still accurate? Still relevant? Can you improve it?
Refreshing old blog posts, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. Also, consistently adding new valuable content, like blog posts or guides. This keeps your site fresh and helps you target more keywords over time.
Keep building that content library.
Right. Regularly check your rankings and analytics using Search Console. See what's working, what's not. Adjust your strategy. Fix any technical issues that pop up, like broken links. Improve internal linking as you add new content.
And optimize new pages as you add them.
Always. Make sure new service pages or products are optimized from the start with keywords, good titles, meta descriptions, the whole 9 yards.
It sounds like a lot, but maybe small, consistent efforts add up.
They absolutely do. You don't have to do everything perfectly overnight. Just keep chipping away at it consistently, and you'll see results over the long term.
Finally, our sources mentioned integrating SEO with other marketing efforts, not putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Yeah, that's a really smart approach. SEO is powerful, but it works even better when it's part of a larger strategy.
Like what? How do they work together?
Well, social media, for instance. Share your great website content on your social channels. That drives traffic directly, and social signals might even indirectly help SEO. Plus, people might link to your content from their own sites if they see it on social.
Okay, so social helps amplify content. What about paid ads?
Paid ads, like Google ads, can be a great complement. They get you visibility immediately for important keywords while you're working on improving your organic rankings, which takes time. You can test keywords with ads too.
So they can work hand in hand.
Definitely. And don't forget email marketing. Building an email list lets you nurture leads you get from your website, drive repeat traffic back to your content, and build customer loyalty.
So it's about creating a more holistic online presence.
Exactly. Combining SEO with social, paid ads, email. It gives you broader reach and helps you capture customers at different stages, leading to both quicker wins and sustainable long-term growth.
Wow, okay. Understanding and, more importantly, implementing these SEO practices really does sound like a potential game changer for small businesses. It's definitely a journey, like you said.
It is. It requires patience and consistency.
If you had to pick one thing, just one specific action item for a small business owner listening right now to prioritize, what would it be?
Just one. I'd go back to the foundation. Really invest time in that initial keyword research. Truly understand what your ideal customers are searching for. Everything else flows from that understanding, the content you create, the way you optimize your pages. Get the keywords right first.
Great advice. Understand your customer search language. This has been incredibly insightful, a real deep dive into SEO for small businesses. And remember, it's an ongoing process. Keep learning, keep adapting. For those looking for some expert help navigating all this, AdExpert is a Los Angeles-based agency. They've got over a decade of experience in online marketing, web development, and specifically website SEO and local SEO. They really focus on results-driven strategies and building partnerships. We definitely encourage you to think about how a tailored SEO approach could help your business grow in this digital world. Thanks for tuning in.